Hi friends, this is the last day of the mattress being in the office for 2.5 weeks before we have more family come into town. Let me, it's easier just to do it this way. Let me get some supplements. We just took his cousin to the airport. We had the best time with them coming to visit. I actually sent him with some Trim-Fit on his way. And I was like, he's so tired. And I was like, this is amazing for energy. You're going to love it. Like, it'll help curb your appetite. And I was just like, hooking him up. Hi, friends. We took him. So his name's Walker, but they've been here on and off for the last week. And we took them to our very favorite like beach walk this morning as like a farewell. Also, Veda is going to miss him so much. Last night, she like gave him a hug before bed, and she was like, when you grow up, you're gonna be such a good dad. It made me like emotional. I was like, she's just such a sweet, sweet child. While we're at it, let me grab a little hairbrush attachment, and we're gonna get ready. So, we are going to look at houses in our neighborhood that are about to go up for sale. They're not for sale yet. It's not for us to buy, it's for us to see what other things are going to be on the market in our neighborhood for. We have had a little bit of interest in some people being interested in our home, and we're curious how much these new like renovated homes are going to be listed for. So Adam's a pretty friendly guy, and talked to him, and he's like, is there any way we looked at these when they were for sale, can we look at them now, then see what you've done and go look at it. So that's what we're gonna do. Hi, good morning, good morning. It's busy around here. So anyways, I haven't gotten on since I got my hair darker, and I really need some dry shampoo. We were out, getting our workout on, trying to get all those steps. What is your daily step goal? Anybody? Do you have a daily step goal? So I'm so happy with it. It blends so much better. She just cut some layers into the front, and then the color. And again, it's like not really her fault because I didn't have time to color it when I was there. I had the kids with me, so I just needed to go back for a second appointment. So what am I wearing? So I've been wearing a continuous glucose monitor for a little while now. I am insulin resistant. Also have PCOS, and certain things cause me to like my sugar to spike pretty high. I'm not diabetic. And at one point I was pre-diabetic, like when I was overweight. But I'm just trying to see how my body responds to certain foods, to the way I eat my food, like eating my protein first, how much protein I'm eating, and like I want to have like nice smooth elevations, and sometimes my blood sugar can get pretty high quickly, and it goes back down in normal range, but it's my spikes sometimes will be like really high, really low, and so I'm just, for health reasons, we're kind of monitoring it to see certain foods that are kind of not good for me to do. Yay, you can hear me today? That's awesome, Barbara. Yeah, so hair ended up being darker. It just was easier to do that and try and get everything to match. So that's what we went with. Fix it, and we're gonna get ready. Today is the last day of the Beautiful You sale. So if you have ever wanted to try Trim-Fit greens, I already threw it away, but okay, Trim-Fit is like an appetite suppressant. It helps boost your mood. It has amino acids. It is really great for curbing cravings and appetite control. It has like some of the ingredients are like a cactus from India that helps with appetite control. Just really amazing. You'll just feel better when you take it. And then I always mix my greens with it. I'm so grateful for a friend who bought me a trash can for in here. So funny, the things people notice in your life. They're like, you need this. I found it cute when I'm getting it for you. Yes, you have problems with several foods as well. What do you guys have? What is it? I was shocked that a big one for me was honey. Never would have like thought. Also like kiwi or eating fruit without a protein. Blood sugar, and it affects it a lot actually. So I find it to be very beneficial. No, we are not moving. We are just checking out the other houses in our area to see what they're going to go on the market for. They're about to list them, and I honestly am such a house person. I just want to see what they did to the inside, as well as knowing what they're going to list them for and what condition they're in, because if we do flip this home, then we would want to compare what our renovations were compared to theirs and maybe what we could get out of our house. So we're enjoying our home while we're in it, but if we have an opportunity to flip it and go back into a rental, then we would do that, which feels like it'd be a little crazy, but we are self-employed, so sometimes you do crazy things when you're self-employed and you're like, oh. Okay, so the way you get the deal for Beautiful You, I posted it in the description of this video. I'll post it here as well. You have to use the code Courtney Swan, and that gets you 25% off. Then if you do a new subscription, that gets you 35% off. But it's a really, really, really good deal. They also have sample packs you can do. So if you've ever wanted to just try the products, you can totally do samples. Looking for foundation. I think I'm just gonna do like a tinted moisturizer today. Let me see. This is the shade Rye. I don't know if that's the best shade. Ooh, that's much lighter. That's the shade Quinoa. I feel like I'm a little more quinoa than I am Rye. There we go. Let's mix the two together. This is from Ophir. Yes, honey. So I was making a homemade honey vinaigrette, thinking I was doing great. This is why I find it to be really fascinating to track things. So I was thinking I was being very healthy, right? I was like, I'm gonna make a homemade vinaigrette with like honey and lime juice and like poppy seeds, and it's delicious. But after monitoring my blood sugar, I realized like the salad on its own doesn't make me spike like this. When I put a honey dressing on it, it goes like really high. And so now I've realized like, okay, that's probably not the best for me, or to like do it differently. Our bodies are so complex and so fascinating. So this is just a tinted moisturizer. Summer is coming, and it's so nice to just, if you don't want to do like a really, really, really full face, that's what we're gonna do today. They do not have tropical trim fit anymore. Hopefully it comes back at some point, but it is no longer available. Hi, I missed you. You guys, I feel like when I'm a little, I always try and go live like in the mornings, but all my kids are out of school today, and then we had to take him to the airport and just work from home life. So okay, bronzer. This is the deepest shade. It's like a deep teak. And if you are looking for a very simple but golden makeup look, this is an easy. Just taking a big fluffy brush. Oh, that's a good idea. Just dab your salad fork lightly. Yes, or like dip instead of drizzle. That's always a really good tip. Okay, so I'm wearing, do you ever wear your husband's clothes? Natalie was like, "Do you have any links for outfits?" And I was like, well, my shirt is years old, and my shorts, I think these are so comfortable to go on walks in. They like I don't chafe wearing them. These are Adam's from when we first met, and I took them over. So they're probably 8 years old. I'll show them to you. And they have a knot that's so tight, I can't. It has been knotted like this for ages. And so I just kind of like tuck it in. But you ever have, these are like, also, I'm like, how would he wear these? He is so tall. I'm like, when did you ever wear these in your life? Like, they're like a men's, they're actually not attractive, but they are so comfortable. You know when you wear something so long that they have like little balls on them, like the little, like the washer has really gotten after it. Who's going to the airport today? Adam's cousin. So, Adam's mom's brother's son has been staying with us. Hence I'm putting this up. We just did the airport thing, so I'm putting this up, and until the next set of cousins and guests and people come in. Even if you're doing light makeup, a little bit of a light brow kind of just gives you like a polished look. Is our weather dramatically different from season to season? No. So right now it's starting to get hotter. From like December until March, it's like considerably cooler at night. It's the best time of the year. And then it's like in the mid 80s right now. It will get hot in the summer. I know it's coming. But we don't really have like fall, winter. It's just like summer all the time. And in the winter season, it's just like summer with a breeze. But I don't mind it, actually. I actually really love it. Everything stays green all year. I can be active. My kids can be active. We can do stuff all year, and it's quite fabulous. I don't miss like the dreary. Okay. I am ordering one of these. It is the Ophir blush in the shade Cardamom, but I haven't. So until then, I'm just gonna use my broken one. Why would we want to rent again? Any benefits? There are, actually. So we bought this house at a good price for market rate, and then we've done renovations to it. And so if we're able to sell it, now the houses in our neighborhood are like more expensive than when we bought. So if we're able to sell it and make flip it to make a profit, then that would be, you know, like a good reason for us to be able to do that if we just kind of flip a house. So we've done this before where on rental properties, you know, you buy it, you fix it up, you then sell it for like someone who's wanting to come in, but not maybe wait 6 months for renovations and stuff. Like they're willing to pay a little more for it to already be done. And so that's kind of the case down here. So then that would be the only reason. And then you could take the money you made and then you like put that into something else. And, that's just kind of like the basics of it. But again, we don't plan to do that unless the people who are interested in our house, obviously would buy it for that price. So if not, we're just happy living here. Oh, to pack up and move again. I know. Yes, that I would dread. I would get movers this time. We didn't get movers last time. And, or if the furniture came with it, then we won't have a lot to move actually. But, I think I would be like, put this into the budget for what we are selling that we do, because it was exhausting. I feel like it took me 2 months to like catch up. So if we did do that, I would want to do the mover thing. Just, we live in Puerto Rico. Caitlin, we moved here. Can you believe it? we have been here since June of last year. So next month, we're almost a month away from our 1 year. So I think my husband, like he is in real estate. We have done a lot of different like real estate projects. And I find it very fun to fix things up and either sell them or Airbnb them. I love like the creative process of that. I know some people are like, just enjoy it. But it's kind of like once you get it or it's looking cute, you're like, what do we do now? And so I don't mind that part. I hate moving, like the actual steps of moving. So if I could figure out a way to make that a little calmer. But I would not be against like flipping a house. Another reason is like what I do is like, that like retail sells or industry, it like changes a lot. So if we can end up helping supplement some of our income through real estate, that's always like a good thing. Okay, oh, here's mascara. This is just a nice little light makeup look. We do have our camp. A long time ago, back to the flipping and real estate, a long time ago, we bought a 50-acre summer camp or 47-acre summer camp, and we renovated all of the cabins. They had previously been like a boys and girls camp, and we renovated those, and they've been on Airbnb. But since we've moved here, we have found it to be like a little harder to manage it from afar, even though we have a management team in place that lives on property, but it's currently on the market. So if you know anybody that wants to buy a 50-acre summer camp with 10 cabins on it, like it performs well. It's just hard for us to manage from here. And, but it is for sale right now. So if you or anyone you know is interested in like real estate, then it is currently for sale. We have some people actually coming to look at it next week. And it's so cute up there, but life just changes sometimes. Like we had originally thought like we'll have this and we'll go up on the weekends and spend time with our family, and we have had like our whole families up there before, like his family, my family, like everybody together. And then we live far away now. Used to it was just down this like an hour away, and now we live so far away. So okay, what was the collagen I put on my face the other day? So the thing I put on my face, it's not, I know what you're talking about, but it's a super oxidant boost C serum. But it looks like what your face looks like if you do a collagen mask. It looks amazing. We did put a lot of work into it. But I knew going into it, we would put the work in, we would Airbnb it, and then we would potentially sell it. Like that was kind of our, like, our real estate goal with that. Like, and it was a fun, that was a hard project. That was a bigger project than we ever thought it would be. It ended up being a lot harder, but we got it done, and I'm really proud of us. It's so cute. It's called Camp Swan. It's in like Mont Eagle, Tennessee, so it's in between Chattanooga and Nashville, and it overlooks like this huge lake. It's fab. Like if we live closer, it really is amazing. We love it there. It's peaceful. It has so much opportunity. Like, it's just things change. Okay, yes, or it could have been the jellyfish peptide one. All of those are from Pomifera. So, all right, let's do a little lip, and then we're gonna just like zip golf cart over and go check them out. This is the shade Berry. Is this just such a good light makeup? Are we still happy with the choice to move to Puerto Rico? Yeah. I had like an expectation that I was like, okay, we can move here. It might be an adventure. We might like it. And I kind of like had a low bar of what I expected it would be. And instead, it just like has just ended up being like literally the best adult experience of my grown-up life. Like, I love it here. We are so active. There's so much to do. It is so fun. It's like, it literally is such a blessing. We have so many friends. The community here is incredible. Like, yeah, people still go to Camp Sun. It's booked out for the summer. People still go. If anyone buys the camp, they'll take over the reservations. It is on the market. But I don't look at that as like a failure. I just look at it as like our plans changed and we did a really great job getting it ready. And then that's kind of what you do with real estate. You like, you know, or at least with what we're doing, like fix it to the next. I feel like it is, a lot of work. It's like not for the lazy. Adam was up there like every single day, and then I was doing like a lot of the buying and working with designer stuff and like teams, and it was just busy and meeting people and outsourcing and but I'm really proud of us. That stretched us. Okay, this is, oh, Debbie, thank you. That is the exact word. Adam said that this week. He said, you have just blossomed since we lived here. And I feel like I've like found myself as a grown-up. I know that's so silly, but it has just been absolutely like challenging to put yourself in a new space, but it has been so good. Like, I'm trying like new hobbies and making friends. I don't know. And God has just put great people in my life, and I do feel like I'm just so happy here. All right. Adam seems like a free spirit. He is the freest spirit you're ever gonna meet. That was my printer saying it lost internet. Okay, this is an oldie but a goodie. It's just a unique lip gloss in the shade Lux. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm doing for today. I'll tell you guys how it goes looking at these houses. I'm curious what they're gonna sell for, and I'm curious what that would make our new comps. So that's what I'm going to look at. And the one that I wanted so bad but is out of our price range, it is going finally up on the market. What if we had waited? It's just now done. But I'm curious like what they did. So I'm gonna go do that. But anyways, if you guys have questions about anything, you can send me a message, and I hope you have the best day ever. Thanks for getting ready with me. If you need anything from Beautiful You, Trim Fit, collagen, greens, probiotics, turmeric, anything, it's the last day of the sale. You save up to 35% off. Use the code Courtney Swan and a new subscription that you can cancel at any time, and you get 35% off. So it is the biggest sale of the entire year. It was only a 3-day sale, and today's the end. So anyways, hope you guys have a good day. Bye guys.